Hi YouTubers, I'm Beth and I'm back with another episode of How I'm Doing It. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about this episode is about how I feel about the environment and helping to do my part to take care of it and be responsible and be a good steward of our resources. I think every person who is able has a responsibility to help with doing the right thing to help take care of our natural resources. Especially me in a large family, leading a large family, I want to minimize our impact on the environment to a reasonable degree. Also, I want to set a good example for my kids as they grow up to lead households of their own. So I made a list of things. This is not an exhaustive list. This is not everything. But I wanted to give you a realistic view of what a person really truly can do. These are legit, actual things that I really truly do on a regular basis. Some things happen more frequently than others, depending on what they are. But essentially, on a regular basis, I'm doing these things. So I'm, holding myself accountable and telling you guys and making sure that I'm trying to do what I can. Now, one of the side benefits of this is that a lot of things really actually do save money. Some things actually cost a little bit of money, but rather than just throwing stuff in the trash. But by and large, a lot of this actually saves money, so that's a nice benefit. But I really do feel that I want to do my part. I grew up in a family that did recycling even before it was popular. And in fact, I grew up in a little small town. And one of the things that we did in our town was we were interviewed. My parents, and therefore us kids, were interviewed for the local newspaper, and we appeared in the lifestyle section, a pretty long article about how our family recycles. So this has been part of my lifestyle for a long time. It's something that I've just grown to see as normal and important. So let me just go in no particular order and let you know some things. One of the first things you can do is compost food. Any kind of excess food that is plant-based, you can throw in a compost pile. A friend of mine at work told me about a composter on Amazon. It's no mess, it's super easy, and it was a good price. So I ordered it. I've been very pleased with it. I've tried different compost methods and different compost bins and things like that through the years, but I really like this one. I'm not making any money. This is not an affiliate marketing thing with telling you about this link right now, but I've just really enjoyed that. So, and you need to look online. You need to be able to compost a variety of things, plant-based or like bread products and things like that. There's rules about no meat or no dairy. There's rules about how much, if you put leaves like from the outdoor landscaping, that you rake up in there. But essentially, it's easy to figure out. Just find a website. Something else now, good food that is brand new and sealed that we are not going to end up using. Sometimes you buy things on sale and then you realize, wait, my family doesn't actually like the flavor of this new thing that we thought we might like or whatever. Or you have great plans, I'm going to make such and such, and then you never get around to it. You can donate excess groceries to a food pantry. We have one at our church, so I have donated to them regularly. Also, you can sell things on eBay or Craigslist or Mercari or any of those various things. I have been selling on eBay for 20 years, roughly, give or take. I don't do it as much now as I used to just because of the time factor. I just don't have enough time to do that. But once in a while, I have something that I can unload on eBay that someone else is happy to have. Also, something else that is used that most people have trouble thinking of where to get rid of it or donate it to a place that is not going to contribute to the landfill problem is used makeup. Makeup that I'm not going to use anymore or that I'm done with, that's not finished, not empty, you cannot sell on eBay. They have very strict rules on that. However, you can sell it on glambot.com. I have done that. I made a little bit of money, not much, but enough to feel like it was worth the time and keeping it out of a landfill. Also, and I'll put links to those down below as well. But also, I have donated makeup to a local community theater group. I have a very good friend who I felt like she and her theater friends might be able to use this. I had some really good quality makeup, some drugstore makeup and some high-end makeup, things that just were not going to work for me. I mean, just being realistic, let's just pass them on and not hoard things. So she said that would be great. She would take those from me and pass them along to people in her theater group who might use them. So that was a good option. Also, donating clothes, donating things. You can donate household things and clothes to your local thrift stores if you choose. Different thrift stores have different reputations for how they operate, so be aware of that. But something else I can do that I didn't realize, and frankly it's easier for me, is I can donate, at least locally for me, I can donate to the local elementary school nurse the clothes that my children outgrow that are not worth trying to pass on to, other avenues or whatever, or not worth. I don't generally sell children's clothes. I haven't done that in a long time, but there are options you can sell on ThredUp or different places, or you can send things donated through schoollaw.com and things online. But our local elementary school PTA Facebook group sent out a plea begging for clothes to be sent to the school for the school nurse, because kids make messes, they get dirty on the playground, they get sick, they may have a bathroom accident or whatever, and rather than the kids just, struggling to have some type of clothing that they can feel comfortable in, the school nurse will have a selection of clothes of various sizes for boys or girls and be able to dress these kids. And if they're not sick, send them back to class with dignity in clean clothes. Or if they are sick, at least have them in clean clothes so they're comfortable until their parents come to pick them up. So I really like to do that. I'll just basically keep a donation bag going at all times, and when it's full, I'll hand it to one of my kids before they get on the school bus and say, here, take this to the school nurse today. And they actually enjoy doing that. They think it's fun to do, and they feel like they're doing something special and important. Something else is I actually really do recycle. Now, this is the one that costs me a little bit of money. Recycling in my area is not free. I believe in part of our county, in a certain district, it is free if you're in the more central part of town, but I'm kind of in the suburbs and it's not free. I actually do pay $8 a month for 2 pickups a month every other week. So $4 for a pickup. I can take recycling down to the transfer station for free, but the reality is it's not open when I have time to do it. Usually it's worth it to me to feel like I'm doing my part to be responsible by paying the $4 per pickup, twice a month for $8 a month. So we recycle all the basics: paper, cardboard, metal, plastics, things like that. And when you see me look down, I'm looking at my little cheat sheet here of things I've written down so I don't forget anything for you. Also, I dress my children in some new things, but the majority is either things that were given to them from family members for like birthday or Christmas, or things that I've received as hand-me-downs or resale items or whatever. Now, shoes are difficult for me to find, so a lot of times that's things that I'm buying brand new. But, I mean, I've gotten some really, really nice name brand clothes from thrift stores or online resale places like Schoolla and ThredUp. I will go online though for shoes, maybe to Kohl's or shoes.com or different places like that, Zappos or whatever, and buy brand new shoes for my kids. Just depending on the situation, that's harder to do and find nice things, at least in my situation. I carry a thrifted Coach purse and wallet I got for shipped under $100. It's a $500 purse and wallet set, retail, brand new, but it looks new, but I paid less than $100. So I'm practicing what I preach. I do buy new things though. for my work uniform, those are harder to come by in good shape. So I have a particular store that I like, but I'd never ever pay full price, ever. They have arrangements with different employers in town in the healthcare industry, and so when I go in to buy scrubs, I just tell them where I work and they automatically give me a discount. I also check the clearance rack to get additional savings that way and make my clothing dollars stretch so I can get more items for the same basic price. I walk in with a budget in mind. I'm going to spend about this much, and that's what I do. Also, something else is eating leftovers. Some people are really picky, and that's your prerogative if you are like that. And like some people enjoy cooking and like to whip things up brand new, fresh every time. I'm not one of those people. I don't enjoy it, but I do it as far as cooking. And I'm not picky about having to have brand new things to eat every single time. Leftovers can be really awesome. In fact, some things, the flavors meld together better if they're left overnight to kind of settle. Like, in my opinion, potato salad sometimes tastes better the next day when the flavors have melded together better. Or different things like this. Sometimes it can take on a new life if you have chicken in a basic form one day, like baked chicken or something like that, and then the next day whatever's left over, put it into quesadillas or something. So those things, or even just straight up microwave reheat things. So that's a way to minimize your food waste and all of that. And then otherwise, whatever we don't eat that, you know, even leftovers or whatever that outlasts its prime goes into the compost bin, basically. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope I've given you a lot of really useful ideas. I literally legit do every single one of these things that I've told you about in this video. I totally practice what I preach. I'm not perfect. There are some ways that I may be a little bit wasteful that I should work on, but I do feel like at least I'm making an effort. I'm leaving a smaller footprint on this earth that I can, and I'm teaching my kids things. They know about recycling. They ask me, "Hey, Mom, is this recycle or not?" Based on what our town has the ability to recycle and things like that. So they're aware of it. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to read them. Share them in the space below here. Click like, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm just really thrilled to be able to bring all of this information to you guys and know that you're interested to hear it. All right, you guys take care. Have a good week, and that's how I'm doing it.